Right now at 5, the Derek Van Orden mess getting messier. The lawmaker in a public spat with an Army vet. Hear from that man next.
Plus, a local nursing home in trouble. What a staff member is accused of doing to a woman.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Representative Derek Van Orden is feeling the heat over a public dispute.
It involves a recently laid-off veteran. We spoke to that man just a short time ago. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom tonight with more. Grace.
Veteran Tony Ruiz was let go from the Los Angeles VA on February 6th. He reached out to Derek Van Orden for support. A few weeks later, Wisconsin's 3rd District Congressman threatened to have him fired. After losing his position at the VA, Ruiz decided to reach out to Derek Van Orden.
This guy cares about the veterans so much, right? So when I got terminated, I messaged him on LinkedIn because why? I'm on LinkedIn and I have a lot of connections with VA folks and connections with congressional people.
Ruiz says he asked Van Orden about veterans being let go. He also sent a video of him talking about the current administration. Van Orden responded by threatening to report Ruiz to the Department of Government Efficiency. What was your reaction when you saw that message?
That message that was sent to me should be indicated to every American veteran, every federal employee out there. That's what they think about us.
In a statement to News 8 Now, Van Orden said, quote, "Data from the Los Angeles VA, where Mr. Ruiz was formerly employed, is a prime example of bureaucrats who are more focused on self-promotion than providing services to veterans, which is their actual job." Ruiz says his next steps are to continue fighting for veterans across the country. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Grace.
A UWL student accused of sexually assaulting teen girls in his dorm room is bound over for trial. 19-year-old Caden Atkinson pleading not guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault of a child under 16. He's accused of drinking and smoking marijuana in his Laux Hall dorm with 4 girls between 14 and 16. A UWL police detective today testified to 14-year-old girls' alleged sexual contact by Atkinson. He has a $5,000 signature bond but is held in jail for a probation violation. A missing teen has been found safe. Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson today says 17-year-old Erica Power was found in another jurisdiction. She had been missing since late February.
Well, trouble for a La Crosse transitional care facility. A CNA allegedly hit an Alzheimer's patient. It happened January 6th at Riverside Transitional Care. According to an HHS complaint, a witness says a male CNA hit the female resident in the face while changing her. The CNA reportedly admitted to it, citing frustration with the patient. The resident was hurt and the CNA was arrested. Riverside was cited for the abuse. Bethany Lutheran Homes, which oversees the facility, says Riverside took immediate action and they have a zero tolerance policy for that behavior.
A Winona police officer is out of the hospital after possible exposure to opioids. He was at the scene of a death investigation on the 500 block of Kansas Street where drugs were found. The officer became dizzy and lost consciousness. Sergeant Doug Inglett administered Narcan on site and the officer was rushed to the hospital. Since 2023, all officers have been required to carry Narcan.
It's really important that it's on your person. If the state mandates that it's accessible, readily accessible, and if it's not in your pocket and it's in your squad car, which is 2 blocks away, that could have meant a lot. We could have a very different outcome today.
The officer is now back at work.
Governor Tony Evers was in Chippewa Falls today for a health care discussion. Evers' budget proposal aims to cut health care expenses like prescription drug costs and ending surprise medical bills. The governor also weighed in on Medicaid. The congressional GOP budget could target it.
Frankly, I can't figure out why Republicans all these years have decided that people in Wisconsin shouldn't have the best they can find. We're paying for it. You know, it's going. Our tax money is going to Washington, D.C.
Over 1 million people in Wisconsin are on Medicaid.
La Crosse's Finance and Personnel Committee will consider helping the airport attract a second airline. The committee tonight will vote on contributing $250,000 to the airport's minimum revenue guarantee fund. For any airline that agrees to service LSE, that fund would be a safety net if ticket sales fall short. La Crosse County approved the same amount back in January.
The Onalaska school superintendent candidates will meet the public tonight. The open forum is at the High School of Performing Arts Center at 5:30. The finalists are Dr. Rainey Briggs, Lalisha Olson, and Ben Barton. The new superintendent will start on July 1st.
Happening tomorrow, the La Crosse Public Library will be closed for maintenance. The library is installing a new water gate valve in the main building.
Both the main library and North Library will be open again on Saturday. We'll have story time on Saturday at North Branch, and our regular scheduled programming will happen on Saturday.
And the main and North Library will open at 9 a.m. that day.
Well, we're definitely looking at quieter conditions here as we go throughout the weekend and next week. There are a few exceptions, but for the most part, it's going to be dry for a little bit of time and warmer than we've had too recently. So that's the good news. For this evening, really not expecting too many issues. We do have increasing clouds going on. Overall temperatures getting back down to 30 with some light winds, snow impacts. Should be a very pleasant evening for this March time frame. Eau Claire, less cloud cover, getting back down to 28. We'll see some clouds increasing, but on all light winds too. Now, overall temperatures will be quite a different depending on location, given that we have cloud cover. You notice up to the north, Ladysmith 10 degrees, snow cover and no clouds, allow the temperature to fall. But further south towards Prairie du Chien, Lansing area, more around 30, given that we have cloud cover from a system passing well to the south, so that'll keep the temperatures up for tonight. That system does have precipitation, but the big news on this one is most of it will stay to the south. However, we might see a little bit of that brush the area, so we'll break down who might see a little bit of snow from that and what our temperatures look like this weekend and when we might see 60 degrees back in the forecast a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Well, high school graduation rates in Wisconsin reached a record high last year. According to the Department of Public Instruction, 91% of students graduated on time, the highest since the four-year adjusted rate was introduced in 2009 through 2010 school year. Data also showed attendance rates reached its highest rates since the pandemic.
Kicker Mason Crosby will retire a Green Bay Packer. Crosby played 16 seasons with the Green and Gold and will retire as the team's all-time leader in games played and career points. In a post on X, he thanked fans for their support over his career and said, "Once a Packer, always a Packer." He'll hold a retirement press conference tomorrow at Lambeau Field.
The NFL draft happening in Green Bay could be a cash cow. Draft organizers think over 250,000 people will attend. The draft is expected to generate $94 million statewide. And if you'd like to go, you can sign up on the NFL's website or on the NFL One Pass. The draft goes from April 24th through April 26th.
A push to dismantle the Department of Education, how it could affect students nationwide.
Plus, the first state to pass legislation requiring age verification in app stores. How this is just the first step to children's online safety. After the break.
Don't miss Home's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on your favorite furniture brands in bedroom, dining room, living room, and mattresses. Hurry in. The preferred customer event only at Home Furniture.
Head & Shoulders is launching something huge. The bare minimum. Anti-dandruff shampoo made with only 9 ingredients, no sulfate, silicones, or dyes, and packaged with 45% less plastic, giving you outstanding dandruff protection and leaving hair beautiful and moisturized. Major dandruff protection, minimal ingredients. Job done. Head & Shoulders Bare.
Our birth moms were young.
Being pregnant at 18, I wouldn't know what to do. And that's when our mom and dad adopted us.
I can't imagine facing that decision. Mackenzie and Haley are my greatest blessings. I'm personally grateful for the choice their birth mothers made. But a judge's job is to apply the law, not make the law. The people of Wisconsin, through referendum or their elected representatives, should decide the question of abortion. I'm Brad Schimmel, and I will respect the will of the people.
I didn't know it, but my leg and back pain was coming from my feet. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Home Seasonal Concepts is now open, and right now get a free custom order patio fabric upgrade from top brands Homecrest and Tropitone. Plus, get up to 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on porch and patio at Home Seasonal Concepts.
A bit of a chaotic day in Washington. President Trump going back and forth on tariffs and the possible dismantling of the Education Department. CBS's Erica Brown has more.
President Trump says he's agreed to a temporary pause on tariffs for many goods coming in from Mexico as part of the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. He posted, "Mexico will not be required to pay tariffs on anything that falls under the USMCA agreement. This agreement is until April 2nd. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum praised Trump for the decision and said nearly every product Mexico exports falls under the agreement.
I've yet to have a business from Kentucky come to me and say they want tariffs.
Republican Senator Rand Paul says business leaders in his state are telling him tariffs will hurt their companies and the economy.
We're talking about exemptions because even the people for them acknowledge that there are real problems with tariffs. Thank you.
Trump is also pressing ahead with downsizing government. Cabinet secretaries met with Elon Musk Thursday to talk about the Department of Government Efficiency's efforts to cut costs and staff. CBS News has learned the administration is working on an executive order to begin the process of dismantling the Department of Education.
We have to reduce spending to pay down debt. We have to reduce spending to lower prices for consumers, and that's a good place to start.
Democratic lawmakers say the president doesn't have the authority to eliminate the Department of Education.
The Department of Education is created by law, and there are lots of laws that define and mandate particular programs.
Anybody that disagrees with this, let's put it in the courts and let the courts rule.
Education Secretary Linda McMahon said during her confirmation hearing that she agreed with Trump's vision to send education back to the states. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
A shocking jobs report shows layoffs soaring to their highest level since 2020. According to Challenger Gray and Christmas, February saw 172,000 layoffs, up 245% from January. The Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, accounts for most of these. 62,000 positions eliminated across 17 agencies.
Utah is the first state to pass legislation requiring app stores to verify users' ages. This also means that minors would need parental consent to download apps. Social media companies are pushing for the age verification in the midst of criticism they're not doing enough to protect kids. 8 other states are also considering similar bills.
The world's largest and oldest iceberg has run aground near South Georgia in the Atlantic Ocean.
The megaberg cracked off from continental Antarctica in 1986. The frozen giant weighs over 1 trillion tons and is stuck on an ice shelf near heavy populations of penguins and seals.
We think that it will gradually move from that position as the warmer water ingresses underneath the underside of the iceberg and melts it a little bit further. And the current trajectory will probably take it around South Georgia.
At one point, currents had put it on a possible collision course with the island. Scientists say its position now might help stir up nutrients in the area, making food more available for the penguins and seals.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
we got mainly a quiet pattern coming up through the weekend, even next week. That means temperatures coming back to the 50s and even 60s as we go throughout next week. We'll break it all down for you coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
It's time for the Holman Locker and Meat Market Hog Sale. Order a whole hog, half hog, or our pork bundle. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
When she was a lawyer, Susan Crawford defended Planned Parenthood.
And she personally trusts women to decide whether to have an abortion.
Not Brad Schimmel.
He wants to take us back to the 1849 law
that bans abortion for rape and the health of the mother.
So Susan Crawford is the common sense judge who will protect our rights. And Brad Schimmel is the extremist who will take them away.
That's why we need
Susan Crawford. Susan Crawford.
Susan Crawford on the Supreme Court.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up, by the fire, or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
It's time for the Holman Locker and Meat Market Hog Sale. Order a whole hog, half hog, or our pork bundle. Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Get breaking news or other quick links. Follow us on X at News 8 News.
Overall, our temperatures are going to climb up through the weekend. We have a few chances for some nuisance showers for some areas, but for most, it'll be a dry weekend going into next week, which even gets warmer as we top the 60-degree mark likely, and maybe Monday or Tuesday. For tomorrow, our highs very similar to Friday, but it kind of depends on cloud cover. More clouds to the south. We'll still get up near 40. The wind will turn around from the north as the system kind of passes to our south. Further north you go, probably less cloud cover. Everyone will see probably more sun as we go throughout the afternoon. So all in all, pretty quiet Friday. Now Saturday, besides a weak little system coming through that changes the winds around to the west, a little bit of cloud cover, but still the temperature still could come up a few more degrees. Now we'll be above average, mid-40s. Potentially a few areas could hit the 50-degree mark, but there will be quite a clouds out there and maybe a few showers too. As we go into Sunday, that's better, even better than 2 days. We should see plenty more sun, but in temperatures getting back up to the 50s for most areas with the winds out of the southwest, still light. So overall, quiet weekend and above average temperatures, so should be a good time to travel and all the activities out there. As we go into Monday, the pattern really turns. We get more of a southwest wind, so we're going to pull the temperatures probably into the 60s. Except a little bit of the area, you see that green, and that's because they still have snow on the ground. That'll keep them more in the 50s, but I think most areas will see 60s. You saw the 70s down there, so we are going to see warmer air come up our way. Now, I mentioned that system passing to our south with some light snow that could impact maybe areas south of La Crosse tomorrow morning, late tonight, tomorrow night. There it is right there. It'll pass with a little bit of light snow. Now, this light snow could impact the morning commute for areas south of I-90. Light snow, given the temperatures, will be around 30, be wet road conditions. We'll see if this gets up towards La Crosse. I don't think a lot will. Anywhere further north, probably won't see anything, just cloud cover. And if you go north of Eau Claire, clearing skies too. So quite a difference across the area. This will persist probably through the morning. Prairie du Chien could pick up maybe about a half inch or so of snow throughout the morning. By the time we get to noon, although the snow begins to push to the east, clearing skies for most of the rest of the area. We have a little bit of cloud cover with another system heading south, maybe a few flurries, but all in all, it'll be fairly quiet for most of the area, minus that snow that we might see in the morning for some. Not most will see it. Overall snow amounts with this very light, maybe a ½ inch. If you go south of Prairie du Chien, you might pick up a little bit more. This could transition to a little bit of light rain too, so road conditions down in that area should remain wet. We're not expecting to see any real accumulation too much with that, but once again, something to keep in mind if you're traveling that area. Later next week, after we get the warm conditions, 60s, we do have an interesting pattern setting up for this towards the end of next week. If you got concerns going into St. Patrick's Day weekend before that, very large system like we've had before is going to be coming through probably Friday night through the weekend. Right now, the chance for snow with this is just on our edge right now. This could change, but if you got travel plans Friday night through Sunday, something to keep in mind. Stay tuned to the forecast. We're going to have that. We're also going to have a lot of wind ahead of the system too, and behind it, another March type winter storm that could develop. More details on that, but something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, until the meantime, fairly quiet through Thursday. Temperatures climbing up, a little drop midweek, but overall fairly mild and quiet pattern. And then things get a little bit more interesting as we go towards Friday of next week. And of course, you'll lose that hour of sleep that you all must need.
Today
this
was
weekend.
such a nice taste of spring. People outside in shorts running, and it's sunny.
Well, it'll even be better when they go this weekend, and when you hit that 63 on Monday, it'll definitely feel nice.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Greg. Well, still to come, from Flamin' Hot Cheeto to a Flamin' Pokemon.
How this Charizard-shaped Cheeto auctioned off for a lot more than anyone expected.
As the weather warms up, you may be looking for a place to enjoy the outdoors and maybe a drink. Tomorrow on Foodie Friday, hear more about El Morro Vineyard in Trumpelos County.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Right now, get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $25 per line when you switch.
The new Nacho Taco Bravo from Taco John's. Our famous beef crispy taco wrapped in a soft tortilla, all held together by refried beans and warm nacho cheese. This is Nacho Average Taco. Get 2 for just $6 only at Taco John's.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality FlexSteel furniture than right now during the FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll save on sofas made in the latest styles, chairs in your choice of fabrics, sectionals designed to fit your space, even luxurious leather sofas and recliners. Every FlexSteel style is included a huge savings of up to 40% off. Unlimited choices, big sale prices, and special financing happening now during the FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
Getting the kids ready for school isn't always easy.
But knowing what it'll be like so they know what to wear makes it a little easier.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Pokemon memorabilia can fetch some pretty wild prices, but this one takes the crunch. It's a Flamin' Hot Cheeto that resembles the character Charizard.
Yeah, nicknamed Cheetozard. Someone bought this thing for $87,840. It was discovered sometime between 2018 and 2022 before Golden Auction House sold the item. It's got a decent likeness. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, but I do know Charizard. It's one of the classics that people love to
Yeah, when
talk
I said
about,
that name, I was like, I have no idea what that is.
87 grand.
No, and can you eat it?
Well, I mean, discovered sometime between 2018 and 2022. I think even with the artificial preservatives, wouldn't be wise
I think it'd be
You're just
fine
thinking
to
about
eat.
it in terms of a snack food.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite snacks, Flamin' Hot Cheetos. 87,000 grand though. That's wild.
A lot of money.
Out of control. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast after the break.
Don't miss Home's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on your favorite furniture brands in bedroom, dining room, living room, and mattresses. Hurry in. The preferred customer event, only at Home Furniture.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Tax refund season is here, and Wesco and Sparta is making it more fun than ever. Dreaming of a brand new sectional or that comfy bed you've been eyeing? Now's the time to treat yourself. Save 20% all month long on furniture and bedding, just in time to make your home the talk of the group chat. Have fun with your tax refund and make your space shine with Wesco and Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Before you go to extremes to fix sagging and wrinkles with expensive injections, try this, Olay Regenerist. Olay boosts skin cell regeneration to firm, lift, and reshape volume without painful prices. For me, it's only Olay.
It's the preferred customer event at Home Sleep Express. Get up to 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Get this Aurora Queen or this Jewel Pillow Top Queen, your choice, for just $8.99. The preferred customer event, now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, tonight, increasing clouds will keep the temperatures warmer than we've had last night, but it's a big difference in temperatures. Will be the 20s in La Crosse, but further north you go, less clouds, probably in the teens. A little bit of opportunity for some light snow if you're traveling south of La Crosse tomorrow. Otherwise, fairly quiet weekend is in store.
All right, that does it for us at 5.
We'll see you back here at 6.